Welcome to another episode of Sheriff's Podcast. Today I wasn't planning to do an episode, but there are events that came to light or have come to light that Azzedine Mohammed is currently at the Ruimveldt police station being questioned. Now, why did the police show up last night at his apartment complex, and why there were so many? A lot of people are asking these questions. So I want to make it extremely clear. Let's start with why so many police cars with rifles and guns showed up at his apartment complex to pick him up. Now, as you can recall, a few months ago, Azzedine Mohammed, when GRA attempted to seize the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the two Land Cruisers, he brought out a multitude of personnel that prevented justice, that prevented GRA from carrying out their work and to intimidate the officers. So last night around, let's call it 12 a.m., there was an allegation made. I will read you those allegations in a few. And the police showed up with multiple police vehicles, which is a normal circumstance. But you got to remember, Azzedine Mohammed is not a normal person. He calls out the scrape heads. Well, of course, he doesn't have the scrapes on his sides anymore, because Bradley Sampson, aka Doggy, he no longer has his dog at his beck and call. So I saw the white scrape, which is Hannah's husband, his brother-in-law, put up a live, and they're asking questions, very stupid questions. Oh, why so much of you need to show up? Blah, 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 blah. Now, Ghana is a country of law and order. Yes, sometimes we go out, we don't. Sometimes the police goes and do rogue or rogue elements happen, but it happens in every single country. You remember when the story in the United States where the man said he couldn't breathe and the police still had their leg on his throat, he died? It was a big commotion all over the world. People held dismay about what happened. So that much or that many, I would even say that many, 5-6 jeeps, men, where you want police got? Brick in the hand for pill? Police carry guns. They sometimes carry high-powered rifles, sometimes they carry hand pistols, some of them carry 9mm. It's a normal procedure. Now I could tell you where he was last night. As you know, I married his stepdaughter. He was at 33 Victoria Avenue, Eccles last night. He was hiding from the police. Right? But you gotta understand who Azzedine Mohammed is. Azzedine Mohammed smuggled 10,000 kilos of gold and didn't get catch for a while. So if the police thought that they were gonna catch him last night, right? They were flagging a lame horse. Nevertheless, they caught him this morning. Actually, they caught him about 15 minutes ago. So let me explain to you in detail why Azzedine Mohammed and this happened. He's currently at the Ruimveldt police station, and I'll get to what's happening. And I'm reading from my phone because I actually wrote this on the way here. Police are on the hunt for businessman Azzedine Mohammed for preventing the course of justice. The We Invest in Neighborhood presidential candidate is accused of intervening in a police matter where a former party member, Bradley Sampson, aka Doggy, right, was caught on camera assaulting a woman with a firearm. Sheriff News Network was told that the United States sanctioned presidential candidate allegedly offered the victim money and instructed her to, quote, I quote, done the matter because it's election. Azzedine Mohammed thinks money can buy him out of anything. But we'll get to that at a later podcast. Like I said, this is an emergency podcast because we were the first to get to know the information and get the information. We didn't fly a drone to find out where he was. We knew that he was at 33 Victoria Avenue by Nubia House. Right? Police on Wednesday went in search of Azzedine Mohammed, but he has since gone into hiding. This offense of preventing the course of justice is committed when someone intentionally interferes with the legal process regarding whether it's related to their own or someone else's case, and can lead to several penalties, including imprisonment. Now, I can tell you firsthand that Azzedine Mohammed is known for buying his way out of problems, right? Now he bought his way allegedly. Now I don't hate this guy, so I always say the truth and nothing but the truth on this. I do lie. I lie in real life. I'm not gonna lie about that. But on this podcast, I tell the truth because everything can be Googled and everything can be searched and researched. And I want 20 years from now, when my daughters and my son, well, I don't have a son yet, like I get in the wind seed. But when my daughters see my podcast, they must realize that their dad wasn't a stupid guy, that he was an intelligent person or an intelligent guy that knew what he was speaking about. Now, I want to cue this video quickly for a second. I don't get paid to do this, so I want to cue this for a second. Can you cue the ad on the screen about the sheriff promotion tonight, please? Editor? Welcome back to the Sheriff's Podcast. I'm sorry, I got an emergency phone call and I needed to answer it. So let's get back to the actual topic. And now this is a serious podcast. I know you guys haven't seen me this serious in a while. What I'm upset about is that his family, especially Dimitri or whatever his name is, and Hannah. I finally remember her name. I don't call her Mia Khalifa anymore. I finally remember her name, Hannah Kalia, or whatever it is, right? They go and they make up all these things when they go live. Oh, why so much police? He's not here. He's not there. Why y'all need to come? Ghana is a place. Ghana is a country of laws. I keep on saying this. If he's elected, which will never happen, president of Guyana, then he will have presidential immunity. And the only person that is above the law to a certain extent in Guyana is the president of Guyana. Not me, not Azzedine, not the vice president, not any ministers. Once you commit a crime, the police will come look for you if somebody makes a report. The police ain't got a psychic that's work with them. I never hear anybody ever hear about the police psychic department. They don't know if somebody coming and making a report. They follow instructions. The police has a command system and they follow instructions. And it starts with the commissioner of police. If I report an incident or a matter or whatever it is, and then it goes up to the chain of command, and the chain of command gives the instructions to say, hey, we need this man at the station for questioning. The police did say. So you got the white scrape on one side saying a bunch of nonsense, right? I don't know why he hasn't been deported yet. He's not a Guyanese citizen. He can't even vote. Right? He don't have a job. If it was not for Shell Nazar Mohammed, he would starve. Imagine he is such a loser that he don't have a job. He got to live on his wife. And any man that got to live on his wife family money is a complete and utter loser. Anyways, let me get back to why Azzedine Mohammed right now is at the station. He's expected to be charged with preventing the course of justice, to which he offended a victim of violence. He offered $500,000 to drop the matter, which the lady refused. As you guys are aware, that in Guyana, preventing the course of justice involves action taken to obstruct, mislead, or interfere with the administrations of justice. Well, administrative or administration, however you want to pronounce it, of justice. Whether in criminal or civil matters. This can include fabricating evidence, destroying evidence, lying to authorities, intimidating witnesses, or attempting to influence the outcome of legal process. It's a serious offense. The young lady, a Sheriff News Network understand, will be giving a statement in this regard, and Azzedine Mohammed is expected to be formally processed again through the court. I mean, come on. You're running for president. You got your goons beaten up. First of all, before we even get to the goons beaten up, you rent a crowd. At least pay the crowd. You promise them 50,000, you give them 5,000. Right? All right. Now, my viewers, think about this. A man hasn't been elected to office or parliament yet. Right? And he's already scamping and robbing the Guyanese population. Because he promised 50,000, he only gave 5,000. Imagine if he goes and he becomes president or parliamentarian. He will promise you the world right now. But guess what? You're going to get nothing. I saw last night he had a rally somewhere, 10 persons showed up. Right? And like they shame to show the actual 10 persons. So they put like before on one side and they just took a screenshot. They took a picture of him. I want my audience to understand who this guy is. He's a spoiled child. He doesn't understand. He thinks he can buy his way. So this is a prime example of who Azzedine Mohammed is. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, I want to highlight a few things that Azzedine Mohammed allegedly did. I'll give him credit for the first one. He was at his wharf in land of Canaan, and he was, I guess, practice shooting, which is against the law, by the way. You're not supposed to be practice shooting in the public, but it was his private property. I am not a police officer. I don't know the laws, but I would expect that that is a crime. He shot an AR-15 rifle, or a high-powered rifle, hit a 14-year-old. 14-year-old died, and I'm sure he went and he paid off the family. Now, this is all alleged because the family doesn't want to come forward, don't know what paperwork they sign. But imagine you as a parent, a sister, a brother, and all of a sudden you're sitting, even me, you're sitting with your children, or you're sitting with your cousin or your family, your friends, and boop, they fall down. Right? You don't know what's going on. So he allegedly paid off that person. Allegedly. Can't verify the facts because the family doesn't want to come out. 2, it's alleged by many persons, not me alone, by the entire Guyana actually, that he orchestrated the murder of Paper Shorts. Whether that's true or lie, I cannot say. I am just telling you what I've read on the internet and what I've been hearing. So, 3, he's now sending his dog, aka Bradley Sampson, aka his dog, to fight with women, beat women up, and pull and threaten them with guns. It is on Sheriff News Network. I'm sure my editor is going to pull it up and play it again. According to Bradley Sampson, aka Doggy, he is the candidate for Team Muhammad's party, Win Party. He was the one who came up with the name Win. He calls the shot. This isn't coming from me. This is coming from Bradley Sampson, aka Doggy. So let's make this podcast short today. Let me not keep up your time. I know it's probably lunch. Is it lunch hour? I'm a little hungry too. But currently, the main topic is Azadid Muhammad is currently being processed and charged after the young lady has given her statement. She refused to take any money from him. Right? He is intervened and tried to alter the course of justice, of which he always does. So I want to list a few items that, and then you, the viewers, decide if he and his party is right to even be on the candidate list. I think GCOM at this point needs to make a decision, and the commissioners need to vote to either kick Win out of the of the candidates list. Because look, let's start from the beginning. All right, Doggy said he come up with the name. He's called his shots in the party. He's paid the people. That's what Doggy said. That's not what Amir said, right? But let's say Doggy lied. Let's say Doggy lied. Azadin Muhammad is the true leader of the party, so on and so forth, right? This is a man who allegedly killed a 14-year-old. A 14-year-old, allegedly, never charged. Justice was never served. Allegedly killed Paper Shards because of the whole story when Lisa and when the video came out with Lisa and Roger Khan, and everybody knows the shine the light on the video thing. Now he has a son with Lisa Laurie. I have nothing bad to say about Lisa. Lisa's a very good person, very good girl. I know her for a long time. She's a stand-up gal. So Lisa, don't take this personally. I just have to bring the facts out. Now, you know what they say, old firewood is light fast. So, of course, when Roger come out of jail, man get action, he ain't get no action for 14 years. Man get the action. Then, Nubia found out, or the Brazilian lady found out, posted his nudes. 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, Paper Shorts were allegedly murdered. This is not what Amir is saying. This is not what Sheriff Newscast represents. This is what we are reading. Never charged for it. Can you turn that computer on for me for a second? My editor now is telling me that he was released on bail and he was represented by his joke of a lawyer, Dujon, right? of course, Dujan is a joke of a lawyer. You mean, like, you know, the man win one Prado case and think he's senior counsel Timothy Jonas or something, you know, or senior counsel Nigel Hughes, right? Nevertheless, he got know what he want to be. So that's 3. 4, he's sanctioned. He's a sanctioned U.S. sanctioned businessman, and he's sanctioned by OFAC. He's sanctioned by Guyana. He's sanctioned by OFAC, right? 5, he smuggled 10,000 kilos of gold out of Guyana. 6, this man misrepresented the values of his cars. Do I love his cars? Yes. Did the man choose nice cars? Yes. Did the man cars are the best there are in Guyana? Yes. Let's not misrepresent those facts. Let's not bash him because, oh, we want to bash him. But Azadin Mohammed can have enough money, not can, have enough money. Shell Nazar has enough money to pay those duties, or forget the 10,000 kilos of gold, right? Let's just say forget that for a second, because you don't get charged with OFAC, you can't get unsanctioned, it doesn't happen, it never happens, it will not happen. So forget that, forget the taxes on that, right? But you want to be a stand-up gentleman, go and pay the taxes on the car. Azadin Mohammed, that is joke money to you. But you want to show that you're big bad, this big bad wolf powerful. Yet every 2 days you're at the station. You like me. Every 2 days you're at the station. Yeah, but you know why I'm at the station? I own a security company. That's why I'm at the station, because I gotta represent my security guards. I'm a leader. I lead from the front. I don't lead from the back. I don't send my goons to beat up people. I go myself and beat them up. I lead from the front. Be a leader from the front. So my Guyanese brothers and sisters, my Afro and Indo-Guyanese, my Amerindian brothers and sisters, think long and hard. You have time to think about who you're voting for September 1st. In my personal and humble opinion, the only party that deserves any vote is the People's Progressive Party. And again, I will say this, I am not a politician. I am not a member of the PPPC party. I don't want to be a politician. I've seen what they have to go through. I don't want that. The reasons I'm doing this is to enlighten the very few persons or people that are watching this podcast. And if I can get, like I said, one person a day to even just rethink what I say and can rethink their vote, then I've made an impact. But we have this candidate that is a disgrace in the local sector, the local political arena, now on the international arena. This candidate is being charged on a daily basis for different things. Now the police just don't come and pick up you because they got intel or is a hearsay. It has to be somebody that made a report. It has to be somebody that's credible, and it has to be credible information. So don't you think that the government is going against him for that? He sent his dog Bradley Sampson to beat up well, I don't know if he instructed it. I can't say, I wasn't there. But what I'm saying is he sent his party member then to beat up, and then they had this whole brawl, beat up, fight up, whatever. He called the lady. He tell the lady that he can get you 500,000. The lady tell him basically, fuck you. Right? I would tell you the same thing. Anybody pull a gun on me, I would tell him, fuck you too. Right? The police acted on the information. Of course, the police got to go to reinforcement. You can't trust this guy. You don't know what illegal guns he have. So, he's now at the Rumbell police station. He will be charged. And I can bet you I will go by the Rumville police station. And all the scrapes who want to come meet me, come meet me right there. I'm heading there right after this podcast with my editor to view this. Because I want to have a good laugh. Because you know what he did? Same thing he did to my drone operator. But my drone operator, he took the money and he took the car that he got from Azadeen Mohammed. And listen, I don't blame him. You know, I mean, you get car so you don't get charged. And you get money, hey, take your money and go, buddy. Like I said, if Azadeen come around my neighborhood, I can take the money and get him a vote. But I can take the money and the free cook up. Now, I want to get to another topic that I saw a good friend of mine put up today. And he said, and we didn't realize this until last night actually. So ExxonMobil cannot do business with Azadeen Mohammed because of his corruption and sanction with OFAC. So he has a lot of empty apartments. Mr. Mohammed, if you are serious about being a candidate, if you are serious about running for president, I want you to do a flyby by Ogle Airport, and there's some squatters. There's about 1,000 squatters or so who refuse to move. Why don't you give them, out of your good heart, you build houses, you say you do so many philanthropic work. You have about 600 apartments or more. I don't know the number really. But I would guesstimate that that's the number. Do the right thing. Help those people come out of poverty. Show the Guyanese people who you really are. Instead of building those 1-2 little houses and doing a paying job and buying a new fridge, I know what's going on. I see a lady, you say you build a lady roof and your roof already rusty. I look stupid to you. Well then, if you build a new house for the lady, and the roof is rusty, then you stupid because you paid a contractor to give you a rusty roof. All you do is paint over these people's houses. You give them a little freck. You go and you take out a photo up and you pretend to be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Right? So, my Guyanese brothers and sisters, I want to end this podcast here by saying 2 things. And I'm going to say this every day. A vote for the PPP is a vote for progress. A vote for the PPP is a vote for infrastructure. A vote for the PPP is a vote to make your lives better. A vote for the PPP is voting for a non-criminal element. A vote for the PPP is a vote for your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and to make Guyana great. God bless Guyana. God bless the President of Guyana, the Honorable Irfan Ali. Allah bless him. God bless the President, the Vice President, and all the ministers of this great nation that we call Guyana. Again, I don't get paid to do this. Tonight we have Robert Cavelli at the Sheriff Bar, the original Sheriff Bar. And there's a special, I think it's $39,995. You buy 2 bottles and get the third one free. It's basically Robert Cavelli trying to launch their brand in Guyana and their image in Guyana. Because of course they are not stupid, they know Guyana is on the rise, and the PPP party has caused this. Has caused that the Guyana, that we are seeing brands like Robert Cavelli, Mac, Starbucks, right? Starbucks actually contacted me the other day to rent someplace, I won't say where it is. But imagine that, we're getting international brands. Also, a vote for Mohammed, all the US brands gotta leave. Don't forget that. Anyways, I hope he gets charged. I hope justice prevails in this one. I hope he doesn't get away with it like he gets away with everything else. And I hope that the police and the police commissioner, which I know very well, right? He's a stand-up gentleman. He's a very, first of all, when you walk in, you have to discuss it from left to right. He's a stand-up gentleman. I hope the police that are taking the statement takes the right statement, because we will be following up on this, right? And justice prevails for this young woman. And hopefully, we will see an outcome that the Guyanese people are happy with. I want to reiterate to you last night the live video that Dimitri and Hannah was posting up with the many police officers. It had to be done. It should have been done. And first of all, I did done snitch on the live. I watched the live and I did done snitch where he was at. 33 Victoria Avenue, Eccles. So come this September 1st, vote PPPC, vote, do the right thing. I'll catch you in the next one.
All I do is win. I'm the name of the party. Some of you guys don't know what is going on. The name of the party, I give it to it. Win. All I do is win. Do you understand me? I call the shots. I make the decisions. Do you understand me? All I do is win.